not a YouTuber, just like making videos. And this video here, this is probably the realest video I ever made. And this video isn't me talking about some sort of politics or celebrity mumbo jumbo. I'm talking about, I want to give a clear warning to rideshare drivers. I'm trying to save somebody's life or spare somebody the hardships. Because I don't want you to go through what I went through. And if I would have watched a video like this before this incident happened to me, I'll be in a much different place, mentally and financially. Now, I was a recent victim of a carjacking. Here it is. This is my police ticket or whatever, because yeah, I did call the police. It says carjacking right there. I did call the police. And if they catch this guy who did this, I will testify. You know, I'll take the stand like Tekashi 6ix9ine. You best believe. I'll show up to court every day. I'll show up to court early with a cup of coffee. Now, it's hard for me to do this video, you know what I'm saying, because I would have to expose some of my personal business. Now, I've recently became a rideshare driver. Now, some of you guys who've been following my videos, you're going to be like, oh, Pinhead, I thought you were a bus driver. Yeah, I was. You know, COVID-19 came along. You know, I was unemployed for a while, but I was getting some money. And, you know, I decided that, you know, I got my, as far as bus driving goes, I think I'll probably retire a bus driver, but right now I'm chilling. So, I got into the, once I purchased a really nice car, I decided to go into the rideshare business to see what it's all about. See, I used to be a cab driver back in the days. Now I can tell you this, the cab module is far superior than the rideshare module. We're going to go into it. And I'm going to go into, and I know you guys want to hear about me getting jacked and how you can prevent it. And it would have been easy for me to prevent because all the red flags were there. Not just the red flags, I had burgundy flags. These flags were on fire. I'm telling you, if this was under the circumstances, if I was still driving a cab under these circumstances that led to this, no, if I was driving a cab under them, I would have never picked them up. As a cab driver, I knew what to look for. I knew how to maneuver through them streets. Because if you ask anybody why wouldn't they become a cab driver, let's say even a pizza delivery driver, they'll say because it's dangerous. I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get killed. I don't want to get robbed. And of course, cab drivers were getting shot and killed, but cab drivers know that the possibility of a threat is always there. Matter of fact, even when I became a cab driver, we had to go through this little orientation. We had to watch a video. And in the video, most of the video was about being courteous to customers, how to read maps. And like, bear in mind, I was a cab driver before GPS and all this Google Maps and all this other that make it easier. No, I was in a Crown Vic with a hand radio. You know, I was doing it old school style. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these rideshare drivers, you know what I'm saying, they ain't built for that. So, but they tell you what to look for. You watch videos. They stress safety, what to do if you're getting robbed, how to prevent being robbed. And so as a cab driver, I never got robbed. I had people jump out my cab and not pay me, but I never got robbed because I knew what to look for. And even as a cab driver, if you do get ganked, you know, that's some 90s slang for you, what they're going to get you? Get your money? You know, some most $100, $150. I know some cab drivers will fight over $10, but you know, either they're stupid or they're brave. Me, when I was a cab driver, my money used to bulk up. I used to just stash it somewhere in a cab, in a secret compartment. Unless the robbers want to tear my cab up like a police looking for drugs, you know, they're not going to find it. but I'll have like $30 or something on me just to give it to them, and I'll give them my phone. Now, I'm not the type of person that has an expensive phone. I wouldn't be out there with $1,000 iPhone driving a cab or doing Rideshare, so forth. Now, that's pretty stupid. But the stakes are a whole lot higher. So when I got robbed, they took my car. I had a pretty nice car. Very decent car. I had a 2020 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. It's like a mid-size SUV. Matter of fact, and it's black. Matter of fact, anybody watching this video who live in my city, if you see that car, contact me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get my license plate number and I'm gonna put it down in the description. But I'm gonna tell you the red flags. I'm gonna tell you what Lyft and Uber is not telling people. See, Lyft and Uber want to assign on as many drivers as possible. It's a machine just like Amazon. They want to sign as many drivers on as possible, and they don't want to scare anybody away. And if there's the possibility of being robbed, getting carjacked, a lot of people wouldn't do it. It's not worth it. You're an independent contractor. They're not looking out for you. I would say the cab business looked out for me more than Rideshare. Rideshare, you're dealing with an app. With cabs, you still got like a garage and a hub and a place where you can talk to other cab drivers and drink coffee and so forth. But here's the signs to look for. One, phantom profiles. Somebody know this. If you see a profile photo with no profile pic, look how many rides they have. If they have like 0 rides on there, if they're going a short distance, and if they're young, and particularly of a certain demographic. I hate to be politically incorrect here, but when you watch all these videos of rideshare drivers getting gaffled, getting robbed, getting carjacked, it's predominantly black, and in some cases Latino. Now, this ain't saying that white people won't carjack you, but still, I'm like, even animals profile. But I would say that the majority of the people I picked up was black. Majority of those people just want to get to point A and point B. That's it. But the big bulk, a good percentage of people that want to do you harm and take your car may also be black. I'm gonna leave it like that. And people who know my channel, they know I'm pretty liberal. I'm even more liberal than Willie D. So I'm trying to do this to warn people. And how the ride sharing module operates, it's like giving criminals a red carpet right into your car. You're pretty much letting them in and giving them a perfect opportunity to take one of your major investments. For some people, their car is their biggest investments. If you have a house, your car may be your second biggest investment, and so forth. Because Lyft and the rideshare companies want people with somewhat modern cars, clean, functioning cars. So a lot of people are still paying on cars, still have a car note and so forth. But still, nobody wants to lose their car. And, the situation I was in, it was at nighttime. I was at a business that was closed. And I had 2 buffoons, 2 young people. Phantom profile, red flags, burgundy flags, flags on fire. But the thing is, Lyft, the rideshare companies push you to get as many rides as possible. Sometimes they have these streaks. You get 3 rides in a row, they'll give you extra $15 or $18 or $25. So, and let's say you turn down a run. You're on your streak and you turn down a run. Turning down a run, canceling a run, unless it's a legit reason they didn't show up and the meter, the little clock there times out, yeah, you can cancel it. But for the most part, you'll be disqualified. You'll be disqualified for that streak. So let's say when I picked up them 2 Yahoos, and let's say it was the 3rd run. If I picked them up, I'll have 3 in a row I'm going to get that extra $18 and so forth. So that's an incentive for me to pick up anybody just to get these runs. You know, so so as I said, it's almost like these crooks and the rideshare companies are in bed together. You know, like all I can say is Pookie and Ray Ray got me. They got me. It was two of them, Pookie and Ray Ray. Maybe they saw my videos. Maybe they said, hey, that pinhead there thinks he's so smart. He's been running his mouth about Pookie and Ray Ray's. We're going to see how smart he is when he has a gun to his head. So me, I didn't put up a fight. I didn't even have a pistol on me. I'm not much of a gun guy. But after today, I will be. And the sad part is these rideshare companies do not want you carrying a pistol. I don't know why. You're an independent contractor. Should be able to carry a pistol, a crossbow, flamethrower, whatever you want to carry with you. I'm like, it's crazy. That's why I said, like I said, it's like these rideshare companies are in bed with Pookie and Ray Ray. And you know, I don't want to use that term for people who are just, because you can get got by anybody. But let's just think realistically here. Just we got to be realistic, you know. And I would say, pay attention to that phantom profile for anybody that approaches your car with that with no photo in there and 0 rides at night. You know, me personally, if I knew what I knew then what I knew now, I wouldn't have picked them up. I was saying, man, forget streaks and bonuses and all this other stuff. And when you deny a run, Uber or Lyft will count it against you. Your percentage scores, man, it's crazy, man. It's like, man, they're delivering you to the devil's den. You know, I'm like, you have carjackers that would not normally carjack somebody at a stoplight or whatever, but the rideshare and even DoorDash, you know, they're getting got too. They make it so easy to the point where these guys are like, why not rob them? You know, we just order it, they come, we get in, and we jack them. You know, that easy. So, and Lyft and these rideshare companies need to put this information out there. You know, even when you sign on to them, they give you a video to watch. And they're just concerned about driver safety, keeping your car clean, and COVID-19. They don't tell you to watch out for them phantom profiles. They don't tell you about the, because these carjackings with rideshare drivers are rising at an alarming pace at a breakneck speed. It has now reached epic proportions, and there seems to be no slowing down. It's only going to get worse. Rideshare companies don't care because they got nothing to lose. You got something to lose. I hope one of these guys that works at their corporate office, I hope when they're walking to their car, somebody's waiting for them with a gun. But that's all I want to say. Thanks for watching. Never stop learning and be careful.